Hey guys, it's Eric, owner of Far Point Farms here in the mountains of North Carolina. Winter is setting in and I've been doing more rearranging since I won't be able to work outside as much. It's time to move back into the garage and get on to winter projects. And part of that, I decided to spread out a little bit. Gonna go ahead and purchase a brand new Harbor Freight 5-drawer industrial roller cart, automotive tool cart. That's what we got here. Anyway, I'm gonna do an unboxing video here and do an assembly video. Took a look at these quite a bit online, found a heck of a good coupon. It was like $169, regular price like $229. Figured I'd go ahead and pick it up. Matches the 56-inch toolbox that I have and the side cabinets and everything, so seemed logical to stick with Harbor Freight at this point. Had great luck with their products. So let me go ahead and cut this stuff off here. We'll open it up, see what we got. And I did have to drive not one but 2 states over to pick this thing up. Apparently they're big sellers because they have them in a lot of colors now, and I think that's actually a negative personally. It's good for people who want to have a toolbox that's not red, but it's not so good for people who run stores themselves because they can't afford to stock, 15 or 20 of these things in every color. So that has been an issue for them, I'm sure. I'll just slide that out of the way. Now, here's our keys. I'll go ahead and set those over here to the side. Let's take a look at this out of the way. Pretty heavy duty. Here's the legs. Go ahead and unwrap that. Another set of legs. Very nice. I guess I'll lay this back here and get it out of the way out of the box. I wonder if it has instructions or if it's just assemble at your own risk. Looks like the bottom. And we'll go ahead and move everything forward. I'll adjust the camera here when we actually start filming this so that you can see all the action as it goes. It looks fairly straightforward, but there's always the possibility of some oddball surprise hiding out in this thing. Okay, it looks like it comes locked. That's a good idea. Let me go ahead and unlock it. A lot of times the instructions are inside. Yep, there we go. Oh wow, okay. So here's our 2 shocks. Here's our manual. Go ahead and lock that again. And we'll get going. Well, you know what? Hold on a second. I bet you there's more pieces because I think there's a handlebar here, a side piece. So let's check these drawers out. That's, I guess, a good idea to check, make sure that they all operate properly. Oh, there we go. There's a piece. Yeah, here we go. Here's all our assembly nuts and bolts and stuff. I guess it's a good thing I double checked. Yeah, there's our bottom shelves. Go ahead and close that up and lock it again so it doesn't pop open while messing around. Nice. All right, let me adjust the camera, go over the instructions, and we'll get started on this mess. All right, well, got it all laid out, got all our pieces laid out here. Lots and lots and lots of nuts and bolts here, no doubt about that. So we're gonna have a lot of stuff to put together here, but I imagine it'd go fairly quickly. The step 1 here, I'm going to move some of the other stuff off to the side as I work. Step 1 here is to attach the casters to the bottom. Now it does have 2 swiveling and 2 standard casters, so it just is reminding me to do that side by side. So we'll go ahead and knock this thing and turn it over. And as you can see right here, there we go. Let me get this out of the way. Finish on this is really nice. I'm impressed with that already. Can't wait to have it assembled. Obviously, I've got tools that need to go in, and I want to move some stuff out of my main toolbox. I don't know if you can see it over here in the corner, but I've actually moved some of my equipment. I moved that box over. I'm going to be putting this toolbox where that one was. Just shuffling stuff around the garage. Always trying to maximize space is what it pretty much comes down to. Okay, we're going to take those 2 there. One thing I am liking right away is that the swivel casters have a grease point. Not a lot of them do. All right, so that's how it's going to sit here. So I'll go ahead and attach the bolts, and we will move on to step 2. All right, once you've got all the nuts and bolts and washers attached, just a matter of tightening it down. If you want to know the definition of a frugal mechanic, it's this. I am putting together a U.S. General or Harbor Freight toolbox with a snap-on 3/8 ratchet, a Northern Tools 3/8 3-inch extension, and a Craftsman 13mm deep well socket. That is the definition of a frugal mechanic. I've been doing this my whole life, and I have definitely seen techs come and go that swear by one brand or another, and good for them and good for the brands that they support. But for all you guys out there who are young, getting ready to get started in this career, please don't fall for that trick. A lot of companies, this is the modern era, man, a lot of companies are making decent products. Certainly Snap-on makes a great product when it comes to tools, as does Matco and Mac and Cornwell. But so does Gear Wrench, so does Craftsman, so does Cobalt, so does Northern, so does Harbor Freight. These factories are not turning out garbage. There are some no-names that come and go that probably aren't the greatest piece of material you can buy, but for the most part, boys and girls, a tool is a tool, and a tool does not make the mechanic makes the mechanic. So try to keep that in mind when you're buying stuff. It'll save you a whole lot of trouble. Those tool trucks have buried more mechanics than I can remember, and they're not going to stop. Tool credit is no deal. It's just another way to separate you from your money. As for the size tool, this is a 13 or ½ inch will work as well, but looks like, I think that's going to be the only size socket that you're actually going to need. Maybe a ratcheting wrench or a regular wrench. But so far it seems fairly simple. Next step is going to be attaching the arms that are going to attach this part to this part. And we'll see where we go from there. Alright, so far this has been very straightforward. I imagine it's not too complex a job. The next one we put these long runners on. They go to the outside. There are 4 of these that are going to hold it in place. Get one started here. And these have self-locking nuts on this side, so I'm going to get that started and we'll move along, get all those on. I'm going to guess assembly time on this, I don't know, 45 minutes if I take my time, maybe 30 minutes if you were in a hurry. Maybe if you've never assembled something like this before, a full hour. But for the most part, this is not going to be that difficult a task. Here's another trick I'll share with you. Never tighten any of these all the way down until you have all of them started. A lot of times you'll have alignment issues if you just put one in here and you haven't started all 4 of them. You tighten that all the way down and it's a little crooked, the rest of them won't want to go in at all. So yeah, that's a free tip. Okay, so once we've got those tightened up, then that wasn't anything really to that. We're going to be installing these brackets here and these brackets here. This is what actually holds bottom of our center box here in place, so we want to make sure to get those in there nice and tight. And the directions are a little bit fuzzy on this. It looks like the bar is going to be facing up here, if you can see that. That little L bracket is going to be facing up, so I'll go ahead and attach it like that. And if I need to adjust it, I can always do so. There we go. I believe we're ready to set the box down on here. So let me see here what's next. Alright, so the last step, I had to get a helper, slide this thing back down into place. I'll bring the camera over here in a second and show you, but there was just some reinforcement brackets that go here. One thing you'll notice about this that is different than the one you'll see in the store is that it's missing 2 parts. These 2 parts. I don't have enough space. Every little inch in my shop counts, so I'm leaving these 2 pieces off because it just would have extended it out. I don't need a place to hold cans. If you watch my other videos, I have chemical storage over here, and I don't need this handlebar. I'm going to save both these. I might actually use this piece on something else, but this one here I'm just going to set aside because, like I said, it's not going to be acting as a roll cart. It's more of a tool, just tool storage, catch-all. But overall impressions, it did take about ½ hour to put together, so not bad at all. It seems well built. I like the drawers. Everything seems pretty stout. I do like the fact that it comes with drawer liners. This one here, this deep drawer, I'm not sure how helpful that's going to be, but I guess I'm going to put my impact tools in there, so I guess it's nice to have that storage. Then lower down here, that's a good 3-inch drawer, 2.5-inch drawer. And this last one looks like a 3-inch drawer. So overall, I'm pretty happy. You got 2 shocks, which is kind of cool. It closes up well. Lock seems to work good. I like the emblem. They've come a long way since the Series 1. This is a Series 2, in case you were wondering. And of course the swivels work fine, so yeah, pretty nice. I like the paint, the finish is really nice. They've come a long way since the Series 1 boxes, so I'm really happy overall. I guess that's about all I can say about it. Anyway, I'll take the camera off, take a quick look around the inside of this box so you see that last segment, and then that is it. Okay, so here it is up close. I'll go ahead and show you. The drawer liners are nice. Liking that. Of course, this will feel a lot better when it has weight in it. Right now it's kind of rocking back and forth because it's empty, but yeah, it's got a nice drawer liner down the bottom, the swivel casters, everything lined up pretty good. Over here, places for your pry bars and screwdrivers, our locking detents here, and then here's the part that you really didn't get to see as I finished installing it. You slide the base unit down here, and then there's these brackets that go in and you tighten your last bolts. Also have some lock washers for the shocks here, but yeah, pretty cool, pretty cool. Back out a little bit, take one last look at it, do a walk around for you. Yeah, the snap-on version of this costs about $5.50, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less, depending on the dealer you use. I paid $169 for this, so I'm very happy. And that's it. I'm Eric, the owner of Farpoint Farms. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, perhaps you'll think about liking and subscribing, because there'll be a lot more automotive related videos. Now that I'm doing most of my automotive work here at the house, certainly there'll be more videos related to that. And there's the old Craftsman, going on 30 years since I got that box. Holy cow. Time flies when you're having a when you're having a career, doesn't it? Take care.
There's always something that needs a little fixing on Farpoint Farms. Freedom is mighty sweet.